Hello everyone, good night. Welcome to our presentation. And at first I want to know you salam. Today our presentation's topic has been set on invisibility and the ethics of digitalization. Here we are the three group members, Mahabub Alam and me, Tahrim Kubir, and my another groupmate is Faizul Karim Pathan. Now I want to tell you about what is the ethics of digitalization. If we hear the word digitalization, we have to think about computers, cell phones, tablet, iPads, anything on which we can access on the online community. Now I will tell what is the ethics of digitalization. It is the study of how to manage oneself ethically, professionally, and in a clinically sound manner via online and digital mediums. Every psychologist who uses the internet or a cell phone, which amounts to nearly all of us, must look at issues such as what can my clients find out about me online? Is it ethical for me to Google my clients? What if I find out information about my clients that is clinically significant? Should I be Facebook friends with my clients? How do I handle clients, friend requests on Facebook or follows on Twitter? Overall, I can say that how the way of our communicating system, how can we cheat with them, and how we protect ourselves. Now I'm going to the next slide. Now I will tell you what is the invisibilities and the rigor of knowledge. It means the way in which modern science and high culture are the sole procedures, producers of truth and aesthetic quality. It produces non-existence in the form of ignorance and lack of culture. The monoculture of inner time, the way in which is training, in the form of progress, development, globalization, it produces non-existence in the form of describing as backward whatever is not declared forward. The monoculture of naturalization of differences, the way the distribution of people according to categories such as race and sex naturalize hierarchies. It produces mono-existence in the form of insurmountable inferiority. The logic of dominant scale, the way in which the dominant scales of the West, the universal and the global, prevail and ignore context. It produces non-existence in the form of non-credible alternatives such as the local and the particular. The logic of the productivity. It means the way in which productive nature and productive labor maximize fertility and profitability in a given production scale. It produces non-existence as non-productiveness in nature in the form of sterility and non-existence in labor in the form of laziness. Now I'm going to the next slide. I will tell you now the principles of digitalization of ethics. Designed for privacy, trust, beware of bias, ensuring where there is accountability, promoting an ethical culture. Now I'm going to the next slide. I want to tell you about the core of digitalization of ethics: privacy, cyberbullying, plagiarism. Now I'm going to the next topic. Next, yes, next topic. It's about indie media code. There are at the moment about 14 different code bases in use in the indie media network. The first code base, Active, was developed by activists in Australia to run a small activist media center. In the same year, the software was adopted and used for the independent media center in Seattle during the activities surrounding the World Trade Organization meeting in 1990. The success of the media center in Seattle led to the establishment of many more independent media centers. Coleman and Hill derives how soon after discussions started on how to improve Active. What was initially dubbed Active 2 resulted in many more code bases with names such as SF Active, MIR, Freeform, and DADAIM. Now I'm going to call my next groupmate, Nawaz Karim Pathan.
Thank you, Tarim. Go to the next slide. Now I'd like to tell about TAMI, an Aboriginal database develop indigenous database that maintain and enhance the strength of local languages, cultures, and environments in Northern Australia. One of the projects of TMI, which stands for text, audio, movies, and images, is designed to be useful for people with little or no literacy skills. The users become designers when they group and order resources by simple drag and drop, and they can print out or save their collection on DVDs. An important feature of the database is that it's designed to be a ontological flat, so indigenous knowledge traditions are not preempted by Western assumptions. The user encodes the structure in the database. Next slide, please. My next topic is programming of diversity. The Indie Media Network and the TMI database were selected because dealing with difference and giving voice to the voiceless were clear objectives in both projects. It was particularly interested in how their dealing with difference worked out on the level of computer code of the software programs underlying the two projects. As code regulates the production and communication of our expressions, it can interfere with our own values. Next slide, please, Tarim. Continue. We use the fractations presented in the section above as guides and license while exploring Indie Media and TMI. Using these figurations helped our focus on the history of the systems. In these histories, moments and places of friction become visible where confrontation, negotiation, and translation take place. In the case of Indie Media, using figurations helps to understand that the network is very different from other distributed content management systems on the internet. The diversity is the code base of the Indie Media Network, enables the expression of the diversity found within the participating communities, countries, and peoples. Next slide, please. Now I'd like to tell about the principles of Indie Media and TMI. The principle of the demonstration of technology can be found in Indie Media's multiple code base and TMI's ontology flat design. The principle of democratic representation can be, for example, be found in Indie Media's choice for free software and the family ownership in TMI database. Next slide, please. Continue. The principle of the cultivation of diversity can be found in Indie Media's multiple code bases and the large number of languages supported in the Indie Media Network. In the case of TMI, diversity is cultivated by the particular design of the database, which supports an aboriginal way of knowing without excluding access by database designed to support other ways of knowing. The principle of autonomous self-organization can be found in the flexible design of the Indymedia network and organization, which allows for ongoing expansion even with the addition of new code bases, and again in the particular design of the TMI database. The database is designed at indivisibility and the ethics of digitalization 21 the same time when it is used, allowing the users to determine the rules by which the database organize information. Thanks all. Tarim, you can finish our presentation.